So this has been an unexpected welcoming video that I was supposed to shoot a long time ago, so apologies for not doing that. And for those who don't know me, my name is Alex Petkov and I started my sales journey 6 years ago when I was 19. Now I'm 25 and I've closed over $1.3 million in 3 different industries in sales. And my goal for today is to share what is this channel about, what you can expect from me. Now, this is not going to be only a sales related channel. I'm running 2 different businesses. So apart from the sales community that I'm trying to build and help different types of setters and closers get to their desired commissions, get better at sales, I'm running an AI automation agency called Cost Effective Software. So basically we're building custom software, AI agents for different types of SMBs. And the goal is to share with you the wins, the lows, and basically absolutely everything that is happening in the business itself. And I'm going to be doing it from here, from my office with my business partner, Georgie. I'm going to dive in and share a bit of my background. Like over the last 6 years, unfortunately, I haven't recorded anything, but you can see from here the CRM and what I've closed for the last company that I've worked for, and I'm going to be leaving that and sharing it even in different future videos. But to give a bit of background story, when I was 19, I started doing door-to-door sales for a construction trading company. We were selling waterproofing systems, and from there, for the first 3 years, I was introduced to sales, business, to construction, to absolutely everything. I was an introvert, and if you think that this is new for me, I wasn't able to even speak with people. I was 19 speaking to investors, technicians, engineers that were 20, 30, even 4 years above me. So if you think that sales isn't for you, believe me, you're wrong. Like, it's for absolutely everyone and you can fucking learn. The first 3 years, we were basically doing door to door, but from there, I got to a point in life and I was thinking that I wasn't doing anything and I wasn't progressing, I wasn't learning anything new, and I decided to quit and to pursue something new. And I started and I joined a Forex trading company, and we were offering Forex trading services. Now, for those of you who don't know what is Forex, think of it this way. If you've watched The Wolf of Wall Street, and most probably you have watched The Wolf of Wall Street, I was basically doing that. I was using my phone, and with my phone, I was cold calling you like a cold stranger. You didn't know me, I didn't know you, and my job was to keep you on the phone and close you on the phone. So basically, it helped me a lot. It taught me a lot. It was the best fucking job in the world, but it came to the point I was there almost a year, and over that time of period, I was about to get fired on my 3rd month, I think. Yeah, on my 3rd month, I was about to get fired. So on the 1st month, I had 1 deal. On the 2nd month, I had 0 deals. And on the 3rd month, they put me on a PIP, that is a performance improvement plan. They said you gotta close 5 deals and 6K in, or you're gonna be fired. And back in the day, in my family, we lost one of our relatives, and I had to be there for my family. So they didn't give a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. So think of it this way. My back was put behind the wall, and I had to tear down the wall itself. So guess what? I fucking tore it down. I closed 5 deals, and I closed actually not 6K, but 10K with those 5 deals. And I closed it on the last day. So basically on the 31st of July, I quietly remember it. On the 31st of July, we were working from 10 to 7. So at 8:30, I was working overtime. I closed my 5th deal. Now, from there, a couple of months passed by, and I was making a good income. I would say that I was averaging between 5 to 8, 5 to 9, something like that. I mean, it was good for me. I was, I think 22, 23, something like that. I mean, I was a kid, and believe me, it was perfect. And from there, I was introduced to the sales world. And I actually watched Alex Hormozi in one of his sales videos, and he said that in order for you to be better at sales, you have to have conviction. You gotta believe in the product itself. You gotta believe that you're helping the other person that is sitting in front of you. But guess what? In theory, I was scamming people. And although I'm not happy, and that the aura that was gathering me, and not only me, we were over 100 salespeople on the floor itself. So not only me, the whole team started dropping off, and a lot of people were coming and going every single day. I was like, okay, so I cannot believe in the product because I'm not helping people. So what do I have to do? So I made a decision when I quit my 2nd job, and it was actually quite easy, but I gained a lot of friends in the meantime. I learned a lot of things. I learned basically how to sell in English and internationally, because before that I was doing it in the local market in Bulgaria. And from there, I was like, okay, I gotta pursue my next venture. And then I joined a B2B SaaS company, which was a software company selling corporate software for different types of offices and co-working spaces. And from there, before the sales cycle from me converting you over the phone became to a 20-day minimum. Some deals were 20 days, some deals were 2 months, some deals were even 6 months, because in the corporate world, you're selling to a lot of stakeholders, a lot of investors, a lot of people owning a couple of buildings, and it was quite the journey itself, but in the meantime, my sales director, he was based in the United States. I was the only guy who knew how to do outbound, and the company was transitioning in the period where they were supposed to build an outbound team, and they were relying before that to paid ads, and all of my colleagues, they were relying on inbound leads that were coming from the marketing department. And from there, my sales director told me, like, you gotta help me, you gotta teach them, and you gotta perform as well. So that's what I fucking did. And I started helping a couple of my colleagues, and I saw that I'm actually quite good at this. And because I knew a lot of things from my previous job and the job before that, and it was quite easy for me to help them to transition from, I would say, a princess closer that was expecting a warm lead to come to them and ready to buy, from calling strangers over the phone and actually offering them software solutions for their business, which was quite a transition. And then I was like, okay, I think I'm good at this. So I started in the meantime uploading shorts, as you've most probably seen with whoever's watching this, that I started sharing my knowledge with the world, like what's worked best for me in sales, in corporate sales, in doing outbound, in doing even door-to-door. And from there, I was like, okay, I think this can be helpful. And as I was working my corporate job, I started signing clients for helping them with sales and getting better at sales. And I was like, okay, maybe there is money in that. Like, maybe I'm good at that. Who knows? And I started helping in the beginning people for free. Then I signed my first client, and I remember that I signed my first client for 500 bucks. So when I made my first 500 bucks, I was like, okay, that's fucking sick. When I made my first 500 bucks, that was apart from the corporate world, apart from working for anyone else. I mean, the feeling is, you cannot explain it. Like, it's fucking amazing. And I decided that I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna pursue my dream, and I'm gonna pursue my sales career in a different way by helping different types of salespeople, how they can get better at sales, better at closing people, better at outreaching people, and even whether it's door-to-door, whether it's through the phone, whether it's through Zoom even, it doesn't matter. Sales is the same. If you're selling something for $200 or even $20,000 or even $200,000, I do believe it's quite the same. And a lot of salespeople are scared to actually ask for money, but believe me, all of them have money and they're spending that either way. But you gotta understand, like, not only how the sales world works, but as well how the business world works. That's why a lot of the salespeople they're taught like as a business consultant. So my goal for this channel is to share not only what is happening to the sales community, but as running the AI agency, which we're developing with my business partner, to share the wins, to share the lows, to share how the business works. And in the meantime, either document it for myself and help you make a bunch of money in the meantime and learn from the mistakes that I've made. So if you're interested, you can like and subscribe below. And my goal is to make this like a mandatory to record maybe one long every week. We're gonna start like that. Eventually we're gonna transition to maybe, most probably, we'll see how the business goes. But in the meantime, I'm gonna document everything. I'm gonna share it with you guys, and I hope that it's gonna help you in becoming better at sales, because sales gave me everything. Sales gave me the knowledge, and it's the fundamental skill that every entrepreneur has to have in the beginning. You gotta be able to sell yourself, you gotta be able to sell your vision, you gotta be able to sell your product, your service, it doesn't matter. But I do believe that me sharing my knowledge and what's worked best for me, either it's gonna be perfect or I'm gonna be documenting it for myself. But either way, I hope to see you through the whole journey. And yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next bit. Bye!